This is how I produce my song, whatever you want.
But I can't go outside, 'cause I know that I could be lying. No, I can't go outside.
This song had the biggest transformation. It basically started on the piano, so I'm going to show you quickly how I played it originally. So kind of basic in the verses, and then the chorus. I just loved how like jazzy and cool, and we did that on the guitar. I emulated that with the guitar. And then for the end section, I had this. But I just loved this like layering with that arpeggio. And I ended up doing that on the guitar as well, so you get the same feel. When I was playing around with it, I was like, I love how it sounds, but it's kind of slow. So I originally kind of produced it out like with the piano. So I recorded everything.
I lock myself in the dark room, no light, nowhere, I'm so tired. They knock the door.
And I remember these cool acoustics. I just love like the tone of, that's again my nylon. It just has like a really sweet, light tone, and I did one on the left and one on the right just to fill it out. I did some bass. And I love how this sounded. So I basically did like a full production, and then I was like, I love it, but what would it sound like if it was on guitar? I wanted it to feel a little bit faster and less melancholic. And so I ended up playing on guitar. And this is the many, many layers of acoustic, the same acoustic that I recorded in this room. That's a bunch of acoustic layers, and my friend Dom and I spent ages thinking about the voicings and stacking these guitar layers so that it sounded really like airy and light, and I just love this. So then we did that, and then we brought in lots of cool stuff. So here are some synths that we did. And that's underneath pretty much the whole way through the song. I've noticed a trend. I don't put drums in until usually like the halfway point. I like there to be a part of most songs that feels spacey and that really allows the vocals to breathe and shine. And so I don't love putting drums in right away. I just that's my personal preference. But this song I actually put drums in pretty quickly. So it's just like kick and like a big tom, very spacey, very airy, and then the end of the... And that is a whole bunch of toms that we layered. Again, I used my sock on the drumstick trick to make them softer. And so I did a ton of tom layers and then stacked them up and then put in some pads. Just my Prophet over there. And then some really lush backing vocals.
But I can't go outside, 'cause I know that but it feels so good to dream. But it feels so good to dream.
And then one cool thing that it took a while to figure out. So at the end of the song, as I showed you on the piano, I have this layered section where I knew when I wrote it, I wanted to stack the backing with, weirdly, the second verse, or the last verse. I wanted to hear the last verse again, but with this cool new kind of intense layer. So I'm really proud of how kind of this came out at the end with all the layering.
Let's play pretend and make believe until we're tired. I'll sit and I'll watch you dance around inspired.
I like those.
Then I'll go home and wish on my pretend and make believe too. We're not liars.
That is 2 different main vocals with a ton of backing behind it, and I recorded all of the vocal bits in my my tiny little vocal booth in the other room. And so yeah, I'm really happy that I moved it from the piano. I love playing the piano, and it's the instrument that I started on and that I kind of grew up playing, so it's very natural for me to write on it. But guitar always, to me, it always energizes songs and always kind of gives it a bit more of a, I don't know, it makes you like want to move and dance, and you know, you can't have all really slow, sad songs. So I'm really happy that I moved that over, and I think it fits the feeling of the song. So here's a final with all of the tracks. I'll play the last little bit.
Let's play pretend and make believe till we're tired. I'll sit and I'll watch you dance around inspired. Then I'll go home and wish all my time was like this. Let's play pretend and make believe too. We're not liars.
And then the ambience coming back in. So yeah, that's how I produced my song, Whatever You Want.